Welcome back, children. Last video we have learned about ctenophora. What is the main characteristic of ctenophora? Bioluminescence, and we can see comb plates. Okay, and reproduction, it's only by sexual mode. There is no asexual. And what are the common example we have learned? Pleurobranchy and ctenoplana. Is that clear, children? And we saw the structure also, bioluminescent character. Next we'll move on to the next fourth phylum, Platyhelminthes. Till now we have covered Porifera, Coelenterata, Cnidaria, Ctenophora. Now fourth is Platyhelminthes. So Platyhelminthes means, you want to remember, it is the body itself, it is a flat. So it is a flat worms. Now you can see the organ level started. Even before in ctenophora also we saw organ level started, but here in Platyhelminthes little bit advancement we can see in the organ system. So we can see a worms, okay, worms. So Platyhelminthes, don't ever forget flat worms. Okay, flat worms or comes under a group of Platyhelminthes. And here we are call it as they have dorso-ventrally flattened body. They have dorso-ventrally flattened body. What do you mean by that? So here dorso-ventrally means we can see the, if you imagine the structure of the human being. The dorsal side is different from ventral side. So both are not alike, both are different. So dorsal side means back side, ventral means front. Dorsal means what? Dorsal means back side of the body, and ventral means front. Front, like that you remember, front. So ventral side means front. So back and front. So back and front are not alike, they are different. So even though it is a flat worms, we can able to differentiate its dorsal side with the ventral side. They are not alike, that's why we are called as they have a dorso-ventrally flattened body. Hence we can call it as flat worms. Is that clear, children? And here they are mostly endoparasites. Okay, they are mostly endoparasites. What do you mean by endoparasites, children? It will be present inside the any one of the organ. Ecto means it will be present outside the body, but it is a parasite used to suck food from the host. Endoparasite means it is present inside the organ. Endoparasites, and it will found only mostly in the human beings. In our intestine we can able to see the flatworms. And here flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical. Now we have finished asymmetrical, Porifera. We finished radially symmetrical, Coelenterata and Ctenophora. Now we are in the first P. Okay, and that P is bilaterally symmetrical. And now triploplastic were started till Ctenophora diploplastic, and Platyhelminthes onwards triploplastic started. And here also PCCP, 4P I told, no, 4 letters also comes under which group? Acoelomate. PCCP. So P is comes under fourth part. So it is also acoelomate animals with organ level of organization. Porifera is cellular level of organization. Coelenterata is tissue level of organization. Ctenophora organ level started. Platyhelminthes again organ level of organization you can able to see clearly. And hooks and suckers are present in the parasite forms. So what do I mean by hooks and suckers, children? Now look at this is the structure of the Platyhelminthes, that is a tapeworm. Okay, now this external structure, the ventral and dorsal side, it is not alike, that's why we are called as dorso-ventral side. And here I told organ level started. Organ level started means we can see the first one. This 10th standard we have learned, ice pads. Ice pads were started in the planaria group. So flatworms are, Platyhelminthes we can see planaria also. So ice pads were started in the Platyhelminthes group. So nerval cell started, where we can see the starting of nerval cells. We can see the starting of nerval cells even in the Coelenterata group. Only Porifera there is no nervous system. Coelenterata nerval cells started. Ctenophora also nervous system started. Even in the Platyhelminthes we can see the sensory cells like eye spots, and we can see the pharynx. Mouth, we have mouth, and in that, Platyhelminthes has mouth and pharynx was extended from the mouth and gastrovascular cavity is there. So this is the external structure. Come to the internal structure. So we are telling nervous system started means obviously it should contain a brain and the other nervous system, because CNS and PNS we have learned in grade 10, no? So brain is present and also a ventral nerve cord is also present. So here what you want to remember, nervous system was functional. Nervous system started even in the Coelenterata, Ctenophora, and Platyhelminthes little bit advanced. We can see brain and other nerval tissues also. And here we are telling the Platyhelminthes, they possess both male and female in the same organisms. So male part is penis, whereas female part is ovary. So sexes are not separate. Sexes, both male and female, will present in only one organism. So ovary, pair of ovary is present, and penis, a male part is also present. As like we have learned human male and female structure in 10th standard, no? So seminal receptacle is there, penis is there, and ovary is there. So and yolk gland is there. So both male and female are present in the same organisms. In your level you want to remember that alone. So you want to remember sexes are not separate, they are present in the same organisms, and we know pairing also present. So this is the structure. Now we'll move on to the points. So we are telling hooks and suckers are present. Now look at this. This is the tapeworm. Okay, this is the tapeworm. This is bloodfluke, and I'll explain where the hooks will present. Now hooks will present in the tip regions. Okay, tip regions of the organisms. So this are this is not, yeah, okay. In the tip region of the organisms we can see the hooks, like a small a structure which can able to fix onto the intestine of the human being. So the blood fluke structure head is alone showing, but just imagine this can be seen in tapeworm also. The hook which is present near to the head region, which will help to attach the body into the intestine of the human being. So the hook will help to attach firmly in the intestine, and the body from these regions, the body will contain suckers. Suckers means they used to absorb. How we have learned Hastoria, no? Like that they'll have a suckers, a small finger like syringe like substances which can be present all over the body. So these suckers which used to absorb nutrients from the host, which will absorb nutrition from the host. Is that clear, children? So hook and suckers are the very important structure which can be seen in the all your endoparasites of Platyhelminthes. So hooks and suckers. Hooks is help to attach firmly with the small intestine. Suckers will help to absorb food material. The 2 point you want to remember under the Platyhelminthes. Now hooks and suckers are present in the parasitic forms. Hook for attachment, suckers for to absorb food. Some of them absorb nutrition from the host directly through their body surface. Very simple diffusion also. It will absorb. If not, they'll use the suckers to absorb food. And here very important concept, very often they'll ask in competitive exam, flame cells. Flame cells are present only in Platyhelminthes, meant for osmoregulation, a maintenance of the temperature and their body condition, and also meant for excretion. So it is present only in the Platyhelminthes. What is that? Flame cells meant for osmoregulation. They are body temperature and also removal of waste, excretion. And here I have shown the picture. No? Sexes are not separate. So the same animal will contain both male and female in the same body. And fertilization is internal and development is through many larval stages, meaning it is development is indirect. Some members like Planaria possess high regeneration capacity. So we have learned in Ctenophora there is no asexual reproduction. But come to this Platyhelminthes, in Planaria we can able to see the asexual reproduction. And what could be the examples under Platyhelminthes? Taenia solium, fasciola, that is liver fluke. Liver fluke can be seen as a parasite, and even tapeworm also can be seen as a parasite. So both the picture was given in your NCERT book, tapeworm and fasciola. Is that clear, children? So that's all about the Platyhelminthes. So what is the main character? Dorso-ventrally flattened body and endoparasite, bilaterally symmetrical, triploplastic, and hooks and suckers are present, and they will absorb nutrition like a simple diffusion process also. Flame cell is meant for osmoregulation and what is that? Excretion. Sexes are not separate. Internal fertilization, indirect development, and example is Taenia solium and fasciola. Next we'll move on to the next category, Asclepianthes. So I think that we'll see in next class. Okay. So till now I have covered only 4 phylum. Okay, what are the 4? Porifera, Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes. So next class will complete the invertebrate. Okay, thank you children.